Coach Jason had a good question. He's from Ohio, 11-year-old team. This one always gets us, and it actually was fun because we had Brandon Martirano with the Giants. He was AAA. He works with us at Zone. He actually did the Dominate the Diamond catching course with us, and we were talking about pitchers and catchers. And we all see that in Little League. The kid catches and he also pitches. So Coach Jason's asking the question, how do you limit the throws? Like when is too much? So I asked Brandon while we were shooting one of the videos, like, what do you think about kids that pitch and catch? And obviously at the older levels, he was like, I'm not really for it, but I'm also not against it. He's like, because so many kids do it. It's just a matter of you as a coach realizing that every time a pitch gets thrown to that catcher, he's throwing the ball back, managing the game. Coach Steve on his team at 16U, you have almost all your catchers are pitchers and do the same thing, but it's almost like managing if I know I'm going to have you in relief tomorrow, maybe you sit game one and you want to talk a little bit about that? How to manage that as a coach?
That's one of the hardest things for my team is because our closer on our 16U team is our catcher, right? And then our other catcher is also a pitcher, and he can be a middle relief guy. He can be a starter for us. So I really try to map out the weekend based around when I plan on pitching him. And it's challenging when you're playing 6-7 games on a weekend because we're going to perfect game events. We went down to Georgia last year, and we played 7 games through 7 days. So everybody's arm hurts at the end of the week. Everybody's tired. Not to mention the catcher that's out there throwing 100 and something baseballs back to the pitcher every single day. So I try to break those guys up. For instance, if I think we're playing a tight game and I might need him to come in and close the last inning or two, I might have him catch the first 2 innings and then hang out for a couple innings and just be our DH or EH. I'll have our other catcher hop in there for innings 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then hopefully bring that kid in to close the 7th. And he's kind of got that bulldog mentality too. It doesn't matter if he caught 10 games in a row, he still wants the ball in his hand, the last inning of the last game. So that's another thing that you have to battle is kids that really want to be in there, right? It's our job to manage the pitch counts, manage the amount of throwing. Because I remember being that age too, and I don't care if I played shortstop 5 straight games, I'm ready to go out and pitch 120 pitches. And that was just my mentality, and my catcher has the same mentality now, and it's tough to manage, right? You want kids like that. You want that bulldog, blue collar mentality. Just put me out there to work and I'll get it done. But we also owe it to them to keep them safe and to manage it that way. But I think it's a really good question. If you've got multiple catchers, try to break them up. Have one kid catch 4, the next kid catch 3, then flip-flop the next game, just to limit the throws as much as possible. Or you might have one really good catcher and one not so good catcher. The second you're up big, throw that not so good catcher in there and just save some bullets from the other guy because, again, leaving that kid out there every single game for 6-7 innings at a time and then assuming that he's just okay to pitch, not necessarily the case. But, Coach, I definitely feel your pain on that because I go through it now with my team, and I've had them since they were 11.